So we're the CannaCare team. So currently, in order to prescribe medicinal cannabis, the prescriber will usually have to have some kind of special approval in the vast majority of cases in order to prescribe medicinal cannabis to their patients. One of these methods in order to get that special approval is to become an authorised prescriber. And it's a pretty arduous process. It involves getting some form of ethics approval, and anyone who's ever had to put in anything into ethics knows that there's lots of forms, and it's an extremely daunting process, especially for time-poor clinicians, and is potentially a barrier to access to these medications, because it's just too hard to go through the process for clinicians. So what have we developed? Well, basically the vision is for prescribers to be able to log into our Approve Me site and be able to share safely their prior approvals, so that others can look at it and base their approvals on that, so they can understand what's happened before, so they can either contribute or they can actually explore that database for themselves.
Cool. So yeah, next slide. Oh, sorry, I'll do that. Sorry, but yeah, just don't play the video yet. Thanks. Okay, so only having 2 days and actually only in the end 2 developers, we decided we should probably try and tackle the trickiest part of this problem. And so when we delved into it, what we found that would be is clinicians generally, and you might know this, John, probably once they get research ethics approval, they're like, yes, I did, I put this work into it. And then the next clinician kind of has to start again. So they would generally share that information with people, probably insecurely, probably, yeah, it's quite a tricky problem. So what we decided to solve was the part that would make sharing that information easy. So we know that we could create an online forum where people could chat about this stuff. That's all solved problems. But we wanted to make the process of sharing sensitive information redacted automatically. So if we just play the video, I'll just talk you through the solution we came up with. So basically they upload their HREC approval form, which could be hundreds of pages for all we know, it just depends. And what it will do is actually do OCR on it, pull out all the text. And then what it also does is analyze that text and anything that we consider sensitive, so that would be names, personal health information, addresses, it will automatically redact that for them. And so they could very easily now just share this with their colleagues. It will also allow them to verify, because we're using someone else's algorithm for that, we don't know if we can trust it, so they can very easily just say, hey, that word's actually fine, leave it alone. The second part is there's specific forms that they have to fill in that have a common structure. We can actually use the same technology to pull out the metadata from those forms and create an analytics solution where we basically have a database of submitted applications. Did they pass, did they fail, and so on. That's searchable. And
Okay, we're at 0. No, I think this is your
oh, yeah.
kind of
So basically the tech we'll do in question time, but we wanted to deliver something that our product people could go and take and get someone to finish developing for them. Now that we've solved the trickiest part of the problem, the rest of it should be easy.
Just quickly go.
So yeah,
we can go through that later. And I think the last important thing to note is that while we've used cannabis authorised approvals as a case study, we can expand to literally any authorised prescribing process. So you can go and search it for literally anything.